Charlie Baker really went after you more tonight than we've seen in the past. Does that suggest to you that polls aren't necessarily quite accurate? That he's got to keep his right ties?
Well, we've never paid much attention to these polls. They're up, they're down, and what we've relied upon, obviously, is what we see on the ground. Our own numbers, our own door knocking, the response I'm getting on the trail. I mean, just out of parades and just going to the supermarket. I mean, I see that people are starting to pay attention to this race. I think we've got the momentum in this race. I think we're going to win.
You guys were both pretty impressive tonight.
Well, this is an important race for Massachusetts, and this is an opportunity, unlike others across, for them to see us, framing the issues. What is important to people? And as I see it, what people need to decide is who is going to stand up for them, who is going to speak for them as governor. And you can look at my record and what I've done standing up for people, kids, victims, making sure people could stay in their homes as we challenge the Defense of Marriage Act. My Republican opponent has a history of cutting jobs, of laying off people, of cutting services, and frankly, outsourcing jobs. 200 jobs to India in 2006 when Harvard Pilgrim had already been turned around. So that is what voters need to decide. At a time when the Massachusetts economy is turning around, and I know we have work to do, believe me, we need someone who's going to invest in our people and our kids to give them the skills to get part of that economy turning around. That's a big difference between the two of us.
Do you feel like you were on the defensive? It sounded like you were just constantly getting a barrage of attacks from him.
No, absolutely not. I feel like we both had a good give and take, but we've been debating for a while. That's what part of this is about, to ask each other questions so that people can see what our answers are and our response. I don't feel on the defensive at all. In fact, I feel that he's got some questions to answer, including about the New Jersey pay-to-play, which he never answered tonight, about why he took a $1.7 million salary from Harvard Community Health when people were losing their health care. So I feel good about tonight's debate.
You said you would not be part of a Baker administration and that you would not run for public office again. You have a lot riding on this race. Do you think that you've done enough to secure this race?
Absolutely, and ultimately it's up to the voters, which is the best news. Doesn't matter what newspapers do or what the polls say. This is about, and look, whether I win or lose, this is the last office I run for. So for me, it is about being governor. It's not about some other office down the road. And I have put my heart and soul into this race. I feel we have a great team and a great ground game, and that we are going to win.
What if you don't win? What are you going to do?
I haven't thought about that, but I know, because I get asked that all the time. I've known every time you try a case, you can lose it. I know, because I've lost races before. What I did the last time around, by the way, when I lost, was get back to work as Attorney General. Hold Wall Street accountable. Keep people in their homes. Work with cities like Worcester on abandoned property. Challenge the Defense of Marriage Act. Ask my Republican opponent what he did when he lost in 2010. He went to make money investing in mostly businesses outside Massachusetts. So I'm just asking voters to look at what we've done as a predictor of what we'll do and what we talk about. He talks about a regional economic development plan that is essentially corporate tax breaks and hopes it will trickle down. I think that's why people are seeing the difference between.
Are you offended by this Coakley thing? It was brought up again during the debate. Is that offensive?
Nah, I don't care. I mean, I have a pretty thick skin at this stage of the game, and I think voters understand that it's not. It doesn't go to who we are and what we're about.
Thank you.